All right, good people. We need to talk 23 is back. And joining me today, I brought in two of my guys from back home. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, gentlemen.
You want to go first, Rip?
No, you go. You go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm a we need to talk alum at this point. You know, it's my second time on here. But I'm T, co-founder of Imperial Party Rentals. If anybody that hears this, that listens to this, you got a party, you got an event coming up, call me, follow us at Imperial Rentals NJ on Instagram. I think the Facebook is the same. And just hit us up, man.
All right. And this is I'm the rookie. You know what I mean? So, I'm Sharif. So I'm the owner and founder of Our Apparel. I'm sorry. I'm listening. You can edit this, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Might be a good blooper, but go ahead.
Yeah. Look. Yeah. I know how to listen. I done been sipping all day. Yeah. Our Legacy Apparel. So you can follow me on IG, Our Legacy _ apparel. And like I said, look, man.
Get that apparel.
Yeah, get
that apparel.
Yeah, check it out.
And the shirt says fire. I should go grab my shirt real fast.
So some of the, and majority of my episodes, I freestyle and shit. I don't write down any questions, nothing like that. We just let the conversation go, go where it's gonna go. And like I said, we're gonna have a good time with it. So, but I want to start here. We were talking about this prior to coming on. So being that we all have sons at various ages and shit, what has been your feeling over the last week with all of the shit that's going on in Minnesota?
Me personally, it's pardon me too.
Now you go.
Yeah, me personally, it's been frustrating, very frustrating to say the least. Because at this point, I feel like they're intentionally mowing us down. You know what I mean? And then the compounding situation in Chicago with the 13-year-old, being that I have a 13-year-old, that really touched home for me. So having young boys to raise is gratifying and is frightening at the same time. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like I hug my son every night and tell him that I hug him. I literally hug him every night and tell him that I love him, because you just don't know now. Like, it's not really like we see it on the news in Chicago, Kansas City, Minnesota, X, Y, and Z. And, we're only a traffic stop away, for something like that touching home for one of us. That's how I, feel about that personally. And, you could chime in on that too, T.
Yeah, well, my son is 13 too. And like when I first heard about first of all, before the 13-year-old kid, it's like you said, it seems like it's intentional now, bro. Like, it's like they don't even care. And then the excuses they give after they do it. Oh, I thought it was my taser. It's a gun, it's a taser. Like, it's a big difference. Like, it's a big difference. And then, to turn around for the little boy to get killed. And it's like, yo, it's just, this happens, and then this happens, and this happened. And it's like, it never stops. You feel me? And like I was saying, my son texted me yesterday. I was out working. It was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever. He texted me like, yo, I want to go to the school with my boys. We about to play ball or whatever. And it's sad that I had to be like, yo, yourself, be safe, be careful. Like, I got to give him a whole breakdown before he walks out the door. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that we got to go through that. And then the whole time he's there, I'm texting, what's up, you good? He ain't texting me back in 5-10 minutes. I'm calling him like, bro, I text you. Why you ain't answering me back? Like, I'm going off. You feel me? So it's like, bro, you're scared to death for your son. And my son, he almost 6 feet. It's 13. I gave him a pair of sneakers the other day. He wear 12. Like he's the size of a grown man. You get what I'm saying? But it's scary. It's scary, bro. Like, and then even down to me, I used to mouth off the cops when they put me. What you put me over for? Even doing? Shut the hell up now, bro. Like they dying to shoot me. They dying to shoot me, bro. Like, so it sucks, bro, that they treat us like that, and they're gonna continue to do us like that until they start convicting and throwing these people in jail, bro.
Yeah, no, they got to end that qualified immunity.
Yeah, that's that bullshit right there.
Yeah, that's once they implement that legislatively, they're really taking into consideration before they pull you over. Am I going to beat the hell out of this person? Am I going to shoot them? Am I going to do X, Y, and Z? Because they'll be personally liable, but civilly or or they could be convicted criminally. That's what needs to happen.
I think they just changed the law in New York.
They did.
New York,
you could personally sue them. Yeah.
They're gonna think twice. I bet it won't be that many more videos of the cops beating people up. But you think about when we was coming up, it wasn't as many like cops killing people. But they used to fuck us up though. They'll run down there, they'll fuck you up though. You feel me? They'll fuck you up.
No. You get caught, they're gonna touch you. Yeah, they're gonna touch you.
You run, you run and they catch you. Oh, you made me run, motherfucker. I'm about to whoop your ass. Yeah.
And that's sad that we, you know what I mean, to an extent. Like we like exactly. It became normal to us. Like, nah, at least we only getting fucked up. We ain't getting shot. Right. You know what I mean? Like at least because the only one who got what was it? Lawrence. Remember
Myers.
When coming up? That was that was the first one.
Rest in peace, Lawrence.
Yeah. R.I.P. Lawrence. And that was my first experience, as far as me being aware of, a cop, killing a young black person, young black man rather.
Yeah, and the sad and crazy part is, like you said, is that we have to have these conversations. At first, at least for us growing up, conversation for us might have been, talking about sex and all that shit. Now we got to have that conversation with our kids about dealing with the cops younger and younger. Because for me, the scary thing for me is I have a 20 and a 15-year-old that's right in that age range where they want to, start fucking with them and beating them up and all this shit. I text my 20-year-old the other day, and I told him, I said, yo, be careful out here. He got his own car and all this shit, and he working. Oh, I think, he's working overnight. And I'm like, man, whatever you do,
scary.
You know what I mean? I was like, go to work, stay your ass there, till the sun come. Make sure the sun all the way up before you work and shit, because that's the frightening shit right there. It's thinking about that we have to have these conversations, because even my 9-year-old now, you gotta have a conversation with him too. I'm like, I don't want to wait until he's 15
unfortunately
trying to explain the shit to him, but that's just where the fuck we are, and it's sad that they really don't seem to care about us and our life, and they find this shit to be okay. Then you got the fucking idiots out here backing them, saying, oh, well, if you just comply. None of this shit works. Everything that we see is, you got the lieutenant that was in full uniform, and look what they did to him in Virginia. Pepper sprayed him, all this other shit. You could look at what's his name, Philando Castillo. The cop told him to get his paperwork. He reached for his paperwork, and motherfucker shoot him in front of his girl and his kid.
Now just think of the trauma that she's got to live with the rest of her life. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's a lot, man. That's a lot. That actually she witnessed a murder firsthand.
And they tear your whole family up by doing that.
Yeah.
Because one, you take the father out of their lives. Then they blame us for not being in our kids' lives. Y'all taking us from our kids in front of our kids.
Yeah.
So now she, his little girl ain't got no father. She got to live with that trauma. Anytime she has any encounter with police, she gonna be scared to death.
Yeah.
Scared to death, bro.
And that's
especially if nothing don't happen.
They don't. And then one more out there is I don't know why I don't ever remember his first name, but Blake. They shot him in the back and paralyzed.
Oh yeah. From Kenosha. From Kenosha,
yeah. He going back to his car. You gonna shoot him? His kid's in the car.
Yeah.
How was he a threat? His back is towards you. How was he
walking away from you?
And still,
and then you want to blame him, talking about, oh well, he should have stopped. The threat, even if he was a threat, the threat was no longer coming towards you. It's going away from you, and you shoot him in the back, getting into his car. It's the shit is. I don't know what to say about it at this point.
It's disrespectful, and they're doing it because they know ain't nothing gonna happen. Yeah. That's why they doing it. Ain't nothing gonna happen. I know. If that cop get off that did that to George Floyd,
Minnesota,
it's gonna get. Yo, Minnesota, they about to tear Minnesota up already. Like they got to be tired of that shit, bro.
Do you honestly believe they're gonna convict him? And it's sad. Yeah, it's sad. I like if they were to convict him, I would be shocked.
Me too.
I would be shocked.
I think it's a small percentage, but I think they may convict him, especially with this Dante Wright situation. They're saying that her shoot was sort of justified. So I think now they got to look at it and go, we can't have both of them get off.
Yeah, somebody.
One of the two gonna bite the bullet.
We want him. We want him.
Yo, yeah.
I mean, we'll take both, but the way he did it, it was like a slow death. Like you slowly killed that man. Like it was a slow.
That's equivalent of him drowning.
Or hanging
like him. Or suffocating. You know what I mean? You got to like you know. It took time to do that. You know what I mean? No matter how many times you see that, it still give me the, you know what I mean? It just, you revisit that and it aggravates me even more than the first time. Like, cause it's like you're seeing it from, especially if you're seeing it from a different angle.
Yeah.
And then to come to find out, it was 9 minutes instead of the 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
Before, you got to think about the time before somebody pulled their phone out and started recording.
Exactly.
Because it had to register in their mind to be like, yo, this shit getting out of hand. Hold on. Like you know what I mean? So how long was that before that we didn't see? You get what I'm saying? So it's crazy, bro. Like,
or
it's
just
crazy.
think about the footage that wasn't released.
Yeah, because there got to be something extra.
Just think about because remember they had him in the car and they took him out and then moved him in. So
bro, that's crazy.
The shit don't make no sense. And like you, like one of y'all said in the beginning, all these shootings in the last month. I got a picture of it. I wish I'd have set it up here so I could do the screen sharing shit. In the last month, there's been 22 mass shootings and shit. That's not counting the police shit. We just talking about the mass shootings, 22 in the last month.
That's crazy. And then you know what happens? These motherfuckers, yo, it's mad videos out here of white people wilding when the cops pull them over.
Oh yeah,
wilding. They don't do shit to them. A black man, little kid, hands up, dude, yo, give me your paper. He's reaching. These people, how? And then y'all tell us to comply. When we do, we get shot. These white people, they reaching for shit. They beating cops up and all that, and ain't nothing happening.
Because it's
nothing happening.
That is understood for them not to kill one another. That's understood. You know what I mean? Because there is accountability. They will be held accountable for that.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. But if you touch, you know, like if you do something to one of us or even a kid,
they can gloss right over that shit like it's nothing. Don't worry when it's gonna change when some little white kids gonna start getting killed. That's the only way it's gonna change.
You know what? That's great. That's what Chris Cuomo said. He said,
That's what made me think about it. That's when it's gonna change for real. For real, that's when it's gonna change.
Until some white kids start getting killed by cops, then it'll become, you know, some type of form of gun control. Outside of that, I don't see it happening.
And you see what they did in Texas?
Now permitless.
Everybody gonna have a gun in Texas.
And it was already open and carry. So now, man, like you can walk in there with a bubble gum, a bazooka wrapper, and say, like, yo, look, give me this AR-15.
Yeah, yo, Texas is about to be crazy, man.
It's gonna be the Wild Wild West for real.
For real, yeah.
And I guarantee you, even with it being permitless, I'm willing to bet that it's still gonna be majority of us on the wrong end of them guns, and all this shit. Because
don't worry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say no matter what laws they change, for whatever reason, we're always perceived to be that threat, and the shit just I don't know. The shit don't make no sense. I don't know. Like I'm like y'all. I go to work. I come home. If I
Hey,
don't
my
need to
black
go
ass in the
after the
house, man.
sundown, I ain't going
Mm-hmm.
nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't want to give a reason.
Don't worry.
That's
In
sad
Texas,
to even feel like that. You know what I mean? To even like for us to even have that type of, you know, mindset, like damn, like it's like we almost gotta avoid them. Just a simple traffic stop on a day-to-day basis, and we can't even live free. You know what I mean? Just imagine how someone white in 21 fit. You know what I mean? Like they ain't got a kid. You know what I mean? Like the world is under, you know, at their feet.
Yeah. And curse a cop out, and you going home like nothing happened.
Ain't nothing.
Yep.
Literally nothing.
Then they go home and get their parents on the cop. Then they suing the police department for harassment.
Yeah.
The shit is, I don't know. Like I said, it's sickening that we got to go through that. And when you tell people that aren't black, when you look at them and go, you just don't know how dangerous and in a joking way, I'm about to say this, exciting our day is. I'm like, us just getting in the car, and as some comedian said, us just getting in our car, pulling out our driveway and driving to work, that's a fucking adventure in itself. Because like you said, because now I don't care any black man or woman, you see a cop get behind you, your heart automatically speed up. And you ain't even doing shit wrong. You see the cop, you like, oh shit, you sitting up straight, hands at 10 and 3 or whatever the fuck the new rule is. You just like, you really driving with two hands because you're like, I don't want to get this motherfucker no reason to pull me over. Because as sad as it is that the young boy in Minnesota, Dante Wright, they pulled him over for the fucking air freshener hanging from his mirror. And
the last time I got pulled over by the cops, right? I took all my shit out before he got out of the car.
Yeah.
I rolled my window down and I had my shit like, you know, like the little dashboard by the window.
Right there by
I said, it's right there. Pass it to me. I said, I'm not reaching for nothing. I'm not reaching for nothing. It's right there. I'm not reaching for nothing. He like, come on, we all ain't like that. It's right there, bro. Like, we're going to be here all day because I'm not touching it. Not doing it, bro.
Don't give him no reason.
Nope.
And I always tell people, and T, I don't know if you remember this, but I talked about this on some other episode. We were going to a party, I think at William Paterson, and we were going through Wayne, and there was 5 of us in the car. I'm not gonna say who was in the car. It was 5 of us in the car, and we get pulled over by 2
I remember.
Cars. You remember that?
Yep.
Motherfucker pulled us over, scared as shit. The cop like, where you headed to? Yeah. Where we headed to? Motherfucker pulled us out. You found weed in the car.
Found the weed,
the liquor. And I don't think any of us was, I know I'm the oldest, but I don't even think I was old enough to drink yet.
Nah, I don't think you was 21 yet.
Motherfucker pulled us out the car. He was like, you can either tell me who shit it is or y'all all in trouble. And we like, fuck, ain't nobody say nothing. The coolest shit about that, like I said, was 4 white cops, but the cop took the weed. He dumped that shit on the ground and stomped it. He was like, y'all motherfucker, that shit up. Y'all good. Y'all deserve to smoke it.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, and I said a lot of my instances with cops, with white cops, have been decent. I'm not gonna say great. They've been decent. All of my bad run-ins with cops, like down here, I had a cop pull a gun on me because he was scared. The motherfucker told me get out the car. I get out the car. It's not my fault. Your parents got bad genes and you 5'7".
Yeah.
And I'm 6'2", so I get out the car and he get nervous. He want to pull his gun out on me. And I'm like, what the fuck is all that for? And it's a black cop. The Asian cop is the one that I'm gonna say he saved my ass because
show more poise in the act.
Yeah.
Black.
He told black guy, he was like, what we doing all this for? And he was like, nah, you know, blah, 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 telling me my car was stolen. Motherfucker told me I had a dope boy car because I had a Dodge Magnum. I'm like, motherfucker, everything is in my name. It's nothing. It's not like I didn't have my proper paperwork. But the motherfucker was scared when he told me to get out the car. It was just, I'm like, it's for me at least. It's always the black cops that give me the most shit.
I guess Dodge only sell cars to niggas that sell dope then, huh? They won't. You go in there with your pay stuff and all that, like, man, you don't sell no dope, get the fuck out of here. I guess that's how the cops look at it. Like, you gotta sell, just because I got a Magnum, I gotta sell drugs, bro. Like, come on, man. That was a dumbass excuse, bro. Like, Yo, their excuses, they irk me, bro. Like, they irk the shit out of me, man. The shit they say to us. And that's a black guy.
Yeah, for I will say, knock on some wood. We have been fortunate to be up north versus south. Because all the encounters that I had I got pulled over once in my life. That's it, one time. And they just gave me a warning. I wasn't even doing that. It was going under the speed limit, everything. Just pulled me over. Every license good, registration tag, everything. Just wanted to stop me. And I think it was because I had my son in the car. That's what made him, and this was in Virginia.
Oh yeah.
That's the only time I got pulled over in Virginia. This was around like 4 a.m. Now, mind you, where I'm taking the trucker route, so it's the back route, so it's the Memphis.
87.
It's pitch black. You know what I mean? So I honestly believe if my son wasn't in the car, you know what I mean? I don't know what would have happened. You know,
could have went left.
That's the only time I've ever been pulled over, ever.
Yo, I had a cop in Elmwood Park, right? You know, all of us know you go down Route 4, it's a good chance they might fuck with you.
Oh yeah.
So this was some years ago. I had tents on my car. He pulled me over one time. He gave me a tent ticket, right? All right, cool. Fast forward, because that's when my kids was living over there. So I was going there every day pretty much. And the second time he pulled me over, when he came to the car, he said, yo, didn't I tell you to take these tents off these windows? I said, yo, who the fuck is you to tell me what to do with my car? But I won't do that shit now. That was just me like feeling some type of way because he told me what to do or whatever. Like, you ain't gotta tell me what to. So I remember I talked to a Paterson cop. He was like, yo, at this point, it's harassment. So he said, every time you see a car over there, every day you go over there, any car with tents, write that plate down, you take it down there. I want to see how many tickets they got. I want to see how many tickets they got. Why I keep getting pulled over. He's harassing me at this point or whatever. But he ain't never bothered me no more after that or whatever. But he pulled me over and said, yo,
you talking about the one that used to be by the old Pathmark?
Yes.
Yeah, you know a lady sued him. She sued the police. She got almost 500,000. Almost 5. He pulled her over 6 times in 1 week.
God damn.
You got it every day.
I know every day. The one who used to be in the middle of the street doing just like this. You know what I mean? As soon as you ride down Route 4, he just telling people to, move to the side. They ain't asking for no registration, no license, no nothing. He just giving people, you know what I mean? Just handing people tickets. And they was doing that for months.
Yo, they don't do that shit as much as they used to no more. Nah. I still go down Route 4. They don't do that shit like they used to. It had to be mad complaints about it, bro. It had to be.
Fucked it up. He fucked it up for the rest
of it. OD'd on it. He OD'd on it.
You hear all these cops telling you, we don't have no quota to meet. That's bullshit.
You know what they were making a month behind that man? That man, he was making over well over $100,000 monthly just in tickets.
Tickets. I went to court over there one time, bro, for parking in the handicap spot. Went to court over there one time, bro. The court was just full of Broadway. The Route 4 is really considered Broadway.
Yeah.
Everybody, you was pulled over on Broadway and this, Broadway and that, bro. I'm like, yo, that's all they do. That's how they make all their money in that town. On that one strip right there. And then the thing is, I think it's because it's Paterson leading right into it.
They're trying
to keep people from Paterson out.
Yes.
That's really what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, look, if you come over here, just know
we're gonna pull you over.
Yeah, we're gonna pull you over, so you better be clean.
Yeah, we're gonna pull you over.
Yeah,
that shit's sad, bro.
But I mean that's how they want the shit, and that's how they're gonna keep the shit, like you said, until that qualified immunity shit is tweaked. Because I don't think they'll ever fully get rid of it. They would have to tweak it. And I'm trying to I have a cop that's agreed to come on the show, but their thing is I don't want to be the only one on the show. So I'm like, I don't know a whole bunch of cops. I know a few. Some active. This one is retired, so I'm trying.
He don't want to seem like a bad guy by himself.
And I talked to them, and they were like, they said I don't have a problem talking about anything, but I told them I'm like, I don't want to fuck your shit up. I said because I'm gonna ask questions, but I don't want to mess your shit up. Now you walk in the streets and you know, now they fucking with you because they feel like you gave away some secrets and shit. And actually, I was texting with them before we came on because I was trying to ask them some questions. You know, like how do they feel about, you know, the whole shit with between the fucking idiot cop not knowing the difference between the grip of a gun and the grip of a taser, which is just like from the shit that I, you know, work wise, from the shit that I used to do, there's really no way to to mix those two up. Yeah. You keep your gun on your strong side, you keep your taser, your baton, all that shit on your weak side. So how the fuck you mix up those two? I don't care if your adrenaline is pumping, you know the difference.
Yeah, no
bullshit excuse.
She said taser 5 times with the gun pointed. So you're looking at the handle, you know, and you know, you know the way you're looking at it. I'm looking, I'm like, how can you get a taser mixed up with a 9?
And the taser is yellow.
Exactly. And it's a yellow. It's a totally, and the handle is different.
The handle is bigger, all that shit. So it's
that's a bullshit excuse, man.
And she's been on the force so she's been carrying a gun for over 26 years.
And she's a fucking FTO, field training officer.
So
you can't tell me she don't know her shit.
So she a trainer and she fucks up like that?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Like, she was doing that stop. She was training someone.
Yeah.
She was training someone.
I guarantee you that rookie fucked up. Now that rookie probably, you know, all the shit, the questioning that he gonna have to go
exactly.
through. Yep. Yeah. Gotta go through the answer for what the fuck she did, and he can't even explain why she did what she did, but they're gonna ask him those questions and he or she's gonna be stuck trying to answer that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. But so let me ask y'all, and I already know the answer, but I just want to ask a question. So with all of that, how do you all deal with the PTSD behind it? Because, you know, when people hear PTSD, they majority of the time they like to equate it to the military and all that type shit, but they gotta think about it like being Black men and women, but being Black men, the PTSD is something serious. Because like I said, we seeing the George Floyds, you know, you're hearing about the Breonna Taylor stuff, you got the Dante Wright, you got the 13-year-old in Chicago, you got Blake in Kenosha, you got all of this shit. So like I said, just watching it over and over and over again, the shit seeps in because like I said, that could be our son, our brother, our nephew, whatever the case may be. So how do you all deal with the trauma that comes with all of this shit going on?
That shit is real. It's real. You know, and you know it's real when you sitting up. Now I'm in a nice area, but I still don't feel comfortable because of the color of my skin. You know what I mean? So I literally have cameras all around my house. Like, you know, because of what's going on. You know what I mean? So yeah, like that shit is real, man. And I think that's actually instilled in us. Like, you know, just, you know, from birth, because you got to think about it, just even all the stuff that we had encountered at a younger age and didn't really understand, you know, what it was until we, you know, we got older. We like, damn, like, yo, X, Y, and Z happened, but we wasn't knowledgeable about, you know, what was really going on because we were too young to even know that this is wrong or X, Y, and Z happened, or, you know, whatever the case may be. And yeah, like,
I think we grow up normalizing it. It's like how I said, oh, the cops used to beat us up. That ain't normal. Like, you ain't supposed to go through that. You get what I'm saying? And we just, because it happens to us all the time, we just look at it like, oh, damn, it happened. Like, even down to, you know, the Black on Black crime, even though that ain't what we on right now, it's normal to us. Like, people get killed. Yo, such and such died yesterday. This person died. And it's like, it's not even to the point where we like, what? Like, we ain't even be fucked up about it. We just like, he died. He got shot. Yo, he died. Yeah, damn, that's fucked up. Rest in peace to him. And then you want to, you know what I mean? Like, it's nothing.
Like,
it's nothing, bro.
You still going out tonight? You know what I mean? Or whatever like that. Like, you still, man. So, yeah. Because you remember before, remember when shoes was the first from the pound.
From the pound, yeah.
That was the turning point to when people started using guns, bro. You know what I mean? Guns was always there, But when it started really getting out of hand, you know what I mean? He was like one of the first ones that I remember that got shot in our, you know what I mean, generation.
That's around,
like that. And
that's true.
And it's been going downhill ever since. Now, when he got shot, that shook everybody up because it wasn't normal at that time. You know what I mean? So everybody was feeling some type of way or whatever the case may be. And like T was saying, now someone literally, like, as we speak and someone could get killed, but like, yeah, damn, bro. I feel some type of way, like, yeah. All right, so what y'all doing next week? You know what I mean? Like, like it just, like nobody cares no more. Because we don't care as a whole.
And it's crazy to even say that, because even like when I sit back and think about it, like I said, you know, knock on wood and thank God for these blessings. When you see, you know, especially when I'm on Facebook or scrolling through, you know, the newspaper, whatever, back home, looking at the shit, and thank God I know people that have been killed in Paterson and shit like that, but it's not anybody that has been close to me directly to where I go, God damn, so-and-so for real. It ain't been nothing like that. And but like I said, it's still fucked up to think, because no matter how old we get, like I said, I'm 42, but thinking about it, it's just like, damn, I remember so-and-so when we was in high school and this person got shot, this person got killed, or even seeing, you know, looking through the police blotter shit, looking at motherfuckers go, damn, so-and-so in jail, they got 50, 60 something years and shit like that. It's just like, you know, the shit is, that PTSD shit, like I said, it's serious. And motherfuckers need to take a look at it. I mean, we try not to normalize it, but I think that's our coping mechanism. It's just like, you know what, you know, the shit done happened 30, 40 times or whatever, between the shit we see on the news and the people that we know of in the city that got killed. And it's just like, all right, you know, like you said, it's just another person. What we doing that, you know, we about to play 2K or some shit, we just kind of brush the shit off. And not that we downplaying it, but that's how we're dealing with the shit. You know, like I said, and us getting on here, to me, is, like I said, that's good therapy. For me, is getting out here and talking to y'all about it, because like I said, I could talk to other people about it, but they not from Paterson. They not gonna know, you know, Lawrence. They're not gonna know Shoes. They're not gonna know a couple other people. I don't want those people names out there and shit, but they're not gonna know all of these people, you know, like we do.
No, you need these type of outlets, and more people need to utilize, you know,
shit like this.
Yeah, because it really is. It is. It can be therapy, or you know, or ways people can cope with whatever it is that that's going on in their lives. You know what I mean? And because everybody from that exterior, like, oh, I'm fine, but nobody really knows what's going on in the mental. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we don't know. Like, this person may be suffering with, you know, bipolar or schizophrenia, or, you know what I mean, or whatever it is, or, you know, just, or may have not even eaten in like 2 days. And we, you know, we thinking like everything is good, you know, because our culture is scared to vent on account of thinking someone is going to talk about us. Or, you know what I mean, or down to, you know what I mean, like that. Every other culture and nationality, they, you know what I mean, they can go to one another and they could, you know, piggyback off, like, you know, this one or that one, or get some help or whatever like that, without the next person knowing what happened, what transpired, what was given, whatever the case may be, until that person get back on their feet. We are the type, if we do something, oh yeah, you know, as soon as we do it, we'll do it. But as soon as we gave that person something, yeah, I had to give them X, Y, and Z down.
Yeah, they talk about it.
Whatever the case may be. Nah, if you do, me personally, if I do something for you, you'll never know about it.
Nah.
You know what I mean? You'll never know about it. You'll never hear, even if you did me dirty.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, even if you crossed me, you did me. I just charge that one to the game and just keep it pushing. But I'm never gonna down talk. I'm not gonna do that. I don't move like that.
Nah, but that's.
Pardon me, fellas. I'm still with y'all. I'm doing something, but I'm with y'all.
Nah, I was gonna say, I think that you know, and people get mad when they talk about the difference between generations and shit. But I think all of that 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 real shit. And I'll tell motherfuckers in a heartbeat, I ain't no street dude, none of that type shit. I can handle myself if I need to, but I'm just gotta let motherfuckers know because they say, "Oh, you ain't never sold no drugs." That wasn't me, motherfucker. But you know, it just sucks that we do the shit because what we do is like he was saying is we sit up there and we make fun of shit. You know what I mean? That's part of our coping mechanism too, is that we sit up there and we'll see something like you know, because we could just go back to school 20 and that's if you think about the shit now, our generation versus this generation, they you know they call us mean because I'm like I remember shit you know that you would say to a motherfucker, you would pick on a motherfucker about anything, but this generation here, you know that bullying. I don't even want to say bullying because I didn't see it as bullying, even though by today's standards, what we used to do to each other was bullying.
It was if we going back to our generation, that was
Yo, that was normal like a motherfucker.
That was different. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. But like you were saying, if we just think about, all right, when we was in school 20, right? It was some people, you were considered a nerd because you were smart. Or you wasn't cool. You wasn't cool because you were smart. Just think about how crazy that is.
How dumb that sounds.
Yeah, how do you know what I mean? Because you know how to read and write, and you paying attention, and you want to learn and make something of yourself. You ain't cool.
Nope.
And we know what it all boils down to. Because if you ain't if the girls ain't saying it's cool or whatever the case may be, I know people who had to play dumb just to fit in. You know what I mean? Like that. Yeah. I'm gonna act like I can't read just so somebody could like or so I won't get picked on or beat up possibly.
Yeah. If you were soft enough, niggas would have picked on you and beat on you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And it's sad, bro, that we even have to do that. Like I think that's one of our issues as Black people. We try to fit in too much. Yeah. We try to fit in. We do all this dumb shit to fit in with a bunch of motherfuckers who don't even care, ain't gonna be shit. You get what I'm saying? But we doing all this shit to just look cool to them. Like I always tell my son, that cool shit ain't gonna get you paid, bro.
No.
It ain't gonna make you $1 being cool, bro. Not a fucking dollar, man. But that's our problem, man. We when we were younger, we put too much of our attention on bullshit. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to really plan for our future. Like the last time I was on here, Ringo, and I'm talking to you, and you like, yo, what was your plan after high school? I ain't had no fucking plan, bro. Get a job. I ain't have one. Like, and why don't, I mean, I try to teach my son that now to have a plan, but why the fuck nobody didn't tell that to us, bro?
Yeah.
Like,
we were taught wrong. Basically, we
taught to have a job.
Yeah, think about it. That's what I'm saying. We're coming from a generation that just worked.
Yeah.
They didn't, no stocks, no investments, no type of entrepreneurial mindset, spirit, none of that. So and it's not their fault. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, like exactly. They, they only, they only implementing in us what they were taught.
What they was taught.
And that's just what it was. So if I had the same mindset that I have right now, I want to say 10 years ago.
Oh boy,
man! Oh my God! Like it would have been. It would have been different.
It'd been a beast right now, bro.
But I'd rather it happen now than never.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I'm still fine where I'm at, and I think I had to go through everything that I went through in order to be in the position that I'm in right now. Yeah, for me to appreciate it.
What I got.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. True. So that's so it's to me it's still perfect time.
Oh yeah, because I always tell.
Pardon me, 1 second, fellas. Pardon me. But go ahead, y'all do your thing.
Oh no, I was gonna say because I was talking to my wife one day and I was we were talking about it and she asked me how do I think my life would have been if my father was in my life, and I was like, I don't fucking know. I said I probably wouldn't be where I am now. I can't say for sure, that it would be better. I said, because I don't, I was like, for the people, all the people that we know that grew up without fathers and all that shit. I'm like, shit, I think we turned out great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm in that same boat, man. Like, again, I was raised by all women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, strong women. Now, granted, I had my uncle. That was like my father figure in my life.
Yeah.
And, of course, and then, I had my brother. But outside of that, like you were saying, I can't even tell you where I would be at if we both had that presence in our lives. And that's now that we have kids, we see the effect that it has to have that male figure in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're more focused, they're more grounded, because we're teaching them, you know what I mean, and implementing and instilling certain things in them that we didn't have as kids growing up. I see the difference. You know what I mean?
Big difference. Yeah, that's a big ass difference.
I could just imagine. You know what I mean? So,
because like you said, everything played out. You know what I mean? The way it was supposed to play out. Because like I said, if it wasn't for basketball, I don't know when we'd have ran into each other, Sharif and me and T. If it wasn't for the shit between me and Thomas back in 7th grade.
Yeah, I heard. I was watching that, man. Like,
You know, I mean, never ran into T.
Thomas was my guy back then.
Yeah, I heard you, man. They was getting ready to jump you, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
So, I mean, everything worked out the way it was supposed to work out. You know what I mean? Like I said, and for me, like I said, I only. My father died, 3-4 years ago? No. Yeah, no, 3 years ago. And the thing is, I never met him, you know what I mean? But I was the one that had to go do the funeral arrangements and all that shit for him. And it was just like.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yo,
go ahead.
No disrespect to your father, man. And Rip, I don't know what was your situation with your father, like the relationship or whatever. Yo, a lot of us, our fathers were some suckers, bro. Like now, think about now. Look, Ringo, you're a good father to your kids. Rip, you're a good father to your kids. I'm a good father to my kids. You talking about you never met your father before, and then now you got to make funeral arrangements for a man you never met, even though he's your pops. I seen my father one day, and I'm driving, and yo, every time I see my father, I'll stop. I'm like, yo, what up, bro? He'd be like, oh, look who it is. The only thing his glory when his friends would be like, yo, this is my son right here. Yo, look at my son. Look, that's his car. My car ain't even flashy, bro. Like, it's a regular car. Like, he's like, yo, that's his car. Before that one, he had this one. Yo, he doing. And I'm sitting there like, bro, you ain't even give a fuck about me when I was growing up. You feel me? But now you want to throw your arm around me. You know what I mean? And, yo, look at that's my son right there. Like, you proud to introduce me to your, like, come on, man. Like, y'all parents, I don't know about your father, Rip, and rest in peace to your pops, Ringo. They were some suckers, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, don't do that.
It's going to have one or two effects on you. You're like, we're growing up without a father. It's either it's going to make you even go harder for your own, or you just going to be completely absent. You know what I mean? That's just, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
It's one of the two,
like that. It just made me want to be there every second, every minute of my child's life in all aspects. I didn't want to.
So wait, hold up, Rip. You grew up with your father or not?
No.
Oh, okay.
With my pops, right? My pops, my mother, like when she was telling me, like, because again, my mother that's my best friend. So she kept it a buck with me. You know what I mean? Like that. My father was just on some other shit. He was the type, the nigga was there the first year every day. But when shit like got rocky and shaky,
got rocky
between them. Yeah, between them, she didn't want to deal with him. So he was the type of nigga, if we ain't together, I ain't taking care of him.
Yeah.
So from that point on, when my mother went her own way, then I ain't seen him since. We was walking down Park Ave, me and my brother. Now, mind you, he was coming to get me the first year. You don't remember that.
Nah, you don't remember. Yeah.
My brother knew who he was because my brother older. My brother, remembered his face. my brother taking me from getting a haircut. We walking down Park Ave. And I walked directly past my father, and he knew who I was and seen me. My brother stopped and said, "Yo, you just gonna walk past your son and don't say nothing?" Like,
wow.
Oh shit, damn.
Wow.
I ain't even, oh, what's going on, son? Mind you, I'm looking like, yo, who the fuck is this?
Who is this stranger? Yeah, you a fucking stranger.
He was like, yo, that's your father. Like, you need to say that shit. So he came, he walked with us to the house, what's the name, 34. You know, of course, you know, my grandmother, my mother was at work. So she was like, she called my mother. It's like, nah, my mother never, and with all that he did, my mother never stopped him if he ever wanted to see me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So she was like, yeah, he could go with him or whatever like that. I went to his house. You know what I mean? Nigga fried up some chicken, did some, you know, whatever. Brought me off, said he was going to come back. I never seen him again.
Never seen him again. That's crazy. I got a crazy story for you about my father, right? Now, me and Al, we got different fathers. But I had a half brother. I had a brother on my father's side. May he rest in peace. He died in a car accident a few years ago. Now, my father, like when my mom died when I was 8 years old. My grandmother, she jumped in. I got him. Like, you know what I mean? My father didn't even bother to be like, "No, that's my son. I got him." Like, you know what I mean? Didn't. This nigga lived right next door to the courts on 12th Ave, right? You know, it was the courts. Yeah. It was a church. He lived right next door to the church, right? So one weekend, me and my brother on that side, stayed the night with this motherfucker, right? So all we did all night was play cards and go play basketball. It's 1:30 in the morning. We like 10, 11. It's 1:30 in the morning. We're outside on 12th Ave playing basketball on the courts, bro. Like, and the crazy shit is, Rip, like you said, my father, I'll be back. The nigga just was gone all day, all night. Didn't see him until it was time for me to go home.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I would damn near kill one of y'all if y'all was to let y'all son be on 12th Ave playing basketball 1 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nothing no good out here, bro. Nothing.
But I was, that's what I said, in every, you know, situation, there's always a gift, there's always a curse, right?
Yeah.
So my brother's father, that's who I thought was my father.
Was your father, yeah.
I didn't know because this is who was there. You know what I mean? Like that. You know, you're younger, you just, you know, see who's there and who's doing X, Y, and Z and such and such. So yeah, I remember if my brother got a bike, I got a bike. He's like, man, why you always getting, you know what I mean? Like, why you doing, you know, like stuff? But I didn't know, you know what I mean?
That's a real man though, Rip.
That's a stand-up dude. Like, so that seeing that, I just respected, and after the fact, I respected him even more. You know what I mean? Like, cause he didn't have to do that. He didn't you know, he didn't have to be there. He didn't have to do anything. And yeah, that's a real man right there. You know what I mean? So yeah, like he treated me as if I was his own. So
it takes a
real dude to do
real man to take care of a kid that's not his kid.
Yeah.
You feel me? Just because you're my son's brother, I'm gonna buy you a bike too if you ain't got one. That's a real dude right there. I respect him, bro. Like, I respect it.
And that's the shit. And that's what I was gonna say earlier, is that we had, you know what I mean, good influences. Well, I'll say older male role models around. Even though us coming up, we didn't know the whole thing about the role models, all that bullshit. But you know what I mean, for me, I have a similar story. Like, my brother's father is who I knew growing up the whole time. He passed away last year, you know, rest in peace to Robert. But that's who I knew. I remember when I was younger, like, he used to drive trucks. I would be on the road with him, all this other shit. That's the shit that I remember. And then, like I said, for me, not knowing my father and then him passing, and then, you know, people calling me talking about, yeah, you know, your father passed. And I'm like, and it sounds so mean, but I was like, oh yeah. I was like, all right, let me know when the funeral is. Because called me back a couple of days later, talk about, nah, he's talking about you the next of kin. And I'm like, you know what I mean? I don't know this motherfucker. And I'm like, you know, and I didn't mean it in no disrespectful way, but I don't know him. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I got to plan the funeral. So now I'm calling my mother, and I'm like, yo, you know, what we gonna, you know, what am I supposed to do? So my mother walking me through the process. And then I'm like, I go down to North Carolina and shit. And, you know, to to see the conditions and shit that he was living in down there, it was just like, nigga, you know. And the sad part was, the last time we spoke, I told him I finally forgave him, finally got over that shit, because it was one point where I was so pissed at him. I told him, "Say if I ever see you, I'm gonna fuck you up." And I was
Yo,
just that
it's
mad.
crazy how that shit come back when you grown. Yo, I
Yeah.
was tired with my father one day, bro. I was there and they had tears in my eyes. Like, bro, I think I was in my 30s, bro. Like, yo, this nigga, like, it dawned on me in my 30s, like, yo, this nigga really didn't, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, one day.
That's the shit.
I think for me, being that it was already, he wasn't there from the jump, so that shit was just baked in for me. So I ain't feel one way or another. Like when I found out he passed, I was already grown. And this was like 10 years, you know, later or whatever like that. Ain't nobody, you know, the grandmother, well, my grandmother, you know, his on my father's side, nobody reached out to me, nothing, but they reached out to me when it was money involved. You know what I mean?
Of course they did.
That's when, you know what I mean? Now all of a sudden, mind you, I ain't never hear from her. I ain't never see one of them, like, you know what I mean? So I'm like,
now
like,
you nephew.
Yeah, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Like,
see,
who is you? Or whatever like that.
Exactly.
So you know, I'm like, wow. So, and it's crazy. It's crazy and it's strange what family do revolving around money.
That shit.
You see that a lot. Like, you see,
And shit, in that case, I mean, T no, I talked to T about it. And like I said, I don't have a problem sharing certain shit on here. But that's the shit that happened with me. It was like I said, I didn't have no contact with my father, nothing like that. So when he died, and if they hear this and they see this, they get upset. I don't really give a shit. But they called me and told me that he passed. So I was like, all right, cool. Let me know if y'all need me to go down there with you. I ain't hear nothing from them. They know who they are, so I ain't gotta say no names, but know where they fall in line. So they go down there. They trying to do shit. He had an insurance policy, so they snuck down there without me. So they get down there, they doing shit, and next thing you know, I get an angry phone call. Yeah, these motherfuckers on the phone. They won't tell me this, this, and this. I'm like, what you talking about? Yeah. Oh, he had an insurance policy. And I'm telling him I ain't never met the man, nothing. So I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, well, what I need to do? And I'm asking the lady, the insurance rep, I'm like, I'll sign the shit over to them. I'm like, I ain't never get shit from him. I'm not looking for shit now that he gone.
Yeah.
Whatever. So she was like, no, he left everything 100% to you. So you got to come sign these forms and all this other shit. You believe my family members stopped talking to me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't ask for the shit. You know what I mean? He left the shit to me. Like I said, was I looking forward to it? No. I'm like, I ain't, you know, we ain't had no real communication. I never met him. So even expecting money or anything out of him, I didn't, you know, but these motherfuckers took it upon themselves to get pissed off at me. And I mean, I'm like, oh, he left you all the money, you know, and this is just me feeling in this part. And I believe in their head, they're like, oh, you ain't never do shit for him. He was never around for me to do shit for him. I'm like, so
what was you supposed to do? You were his son.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
they made this whole story up, and I just left the shit alone. And that's to this day, about 3.5 years later, still haven't spoken to them since then.
Well, hey, Ringo, guess what?
I don't give a fuck.
If you would have gave them something, you still wouldn't talk to them in 3 years.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Yeah. It don't matter. Like, it don't fucking matter. They wouldn't have talked to you even after thank you. That'd have been the last conversation you'd have with him. It wouldn't been no conversation no more.
But he might have been smart enough to know, like, I'm not leaving them shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though I wasn't in your life for X, Y, and Z, such and such, but he still had the mindset to, like, no, everything is going to, you know what I mean, my son. At least he did that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And that's why I said, even like with the bar set up behind me, he got a little spot behind the bar and everything. I kept his ashes. I mean, the shit is just so wild that I even offered to give the family members his ashes and shit, because I'm like, y'all knew him better than I did. If y'all want to go spread the ashes, y'all go take the shit. Motherfuckers ain't never reached back out, so I just kept the, ashes,
Because
urn, all the shit.
you wasn't giving
everything.
that bread up. That's the only conversation. It ain't nothing else to talk about.
I offered. I told him,
like
I was
ashes.
I wasn't
like hell no, like nah.
Ashes, I want some bread.
It's like it's not. Had you offered, you know what I mean? Yeah, they would have been there.
Nah, I offered. They just, but I think they thought that I was gonna fight for the money and all that shit. I wasn't fighting for shit. I wasn't expecting nothing. I mean, they told me he died. Like I said, my reaction was, damn. Let me know when the funeral is. That's the only reaction I could have. I'm like, I can't. That's like me crying, like rest in peace to DMX. That would have been like me crying over DMX. I never met the man, so I can't say that I feel outside of his music. I can't say I felt any personal connection to him or anything like that. So even with, when my father passed, it was just like, I don't know him. So even at the little service that my wife and I put on for him in North Carolina, they sitting up there and they looking at me all crazy because I'm not crying and shit. And I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I don't cry a lot anyway. I said, but I can't shed tears over somebody that I don't know.
Yeah, hard to feel for somebody that ain't been around.
Yeah, and technically, there's nothing to fight about. It's in black and white.
No,
whoever name is on that policy, it do not matter. You know what I mean? That's who it goes to. And now transitioning to that, that's another thing our generation or our culture rather need to focus on. I have several, policies. If something happens to me, they're going to be well taken care of. That's what every other nationality and culture do. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's inevitable. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Why not, you know what I mean? Leave your, you know what I mean? Your kids in a better position that you were, coming up or whatever like that. As far as if you wanted to start a business or if you wanted to go to school, college, you're not leaving them dead.
Nope.
You know what I mean? You're setting them up. So we'll go out, we'll get a pair of Jordans, we'll get a Fendi, we'll get Gucci, Coot, whatever. But we will not pay that premium for a life insurance policy.
And it's not that much money.
No, that's the crazy part.
And it's not that much money.
For them same pair of Gucci sneakers, that could be your premium for the year.
You'll get a nice one. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
You'll get a nice little policy.
So,
nice little policy.
But that goes back to that making fun of a motherfucker because he's smart. Oh, this motherfucker want to leave. He think he better than me because he got this or he got that. No, motherfucker, I'm trying to, like you said, leave my kids in a better position. Because even with my kids, I told them, I was like, anything ever happened to me, I got, life insurance through my job and all this other shit. And I'm like, something happened to me. Y'all good. I said, it's 3 of y'all. The money split up evenly.
Yeah.
Y'all do what y'all do. I said, God forbid, but if something happened to me, I don't, I don't want my wife struggling. I don't, my oldest, he'd be 21 this year, but I'm like, and I talked to him and I told him about it. He's like, I don't want the money. He's like, I don't want nothing to happen to you. I said, I'm not planning on doing nothing to myself. I said, but if some shit happened, I just need you to know that this, you got some money coming your way.
Yeah, I definitely plan on dying before you.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna die
that most definitely.
Yeah, I definitely plan on dying before you. But you know what I wanted to say real quick? Back to the school and the nerd shit, right? If y'all think about everybody that we thought was cool in school 20, and everybody we thought was a nerd at school 20. Right now, look at all of them. I would have much rather been that nerd, bro.
100%.
Much rather been that nerd, bro. Look at them now, yo. A lot of these niggas is losers, bro. Like,
no, it ain't a lot. It's about 98%. Like it's damn near 100. Like you gotta think about it. Like we were trained and conditioned to, to think that, beating up somebody was cool. Going to drink was cool. Doing what we do. All of that was cool. We just was taught wrong. All this time we was taught wrong. All the ones that had it right, it was, doing whatever they was doing and being crucified for it back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got mortgages. They got, you know what I mean, several properties or businesses, or you know,
they
set
doing
up
good.
lovely. Like, yeah, they're doing good. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, all the cool niggas back in the day or whatever like that, they look like they 90.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
bro.
look like backwoods. Their complexion is the same color as backwards. Like, yeah, and it's crazy. It's like, cause you looking at people who we went to school with, and they don't even look how they, you know, they don't look like themselves.
Yeah.
Because, you know, whether it's you know, stress, the, you know, abuse of whatever substance that they're taking or whatever like that, abuse, just overuse. It's just, it's crazy. You know how many people that I see on Facebook that request me, and that I personally knew, and I don't even know it's them because of how they look. The same. Yeah, they don't, and I'll be like I'll call, like, I'll be like, yo, that's sucked. I'll be like, oh shit, like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Oh, like, then, you know, of course I confirmed the request, but I'm like damn, like,
yeah, like, and it's even people younger than us, bro.
Yeah,
that look crazy too. Like, yeah, man. Y'all saw my boy D Ruggs the other day, Ringo.
He looked old.
D Ruggs, he older than both of us, and that was Jafar's friend.
Yeah.
So we got him by what? About 4 years? 3 years?
No, I'm actually 6 years. Yeah, I was 6 years older than Jafar. So yeah, about 6 years.
You got him by 6 years. I got him by
who was that? The little one?
Yeah.
The short one, right? The brown skin one?
No. The brown skin one. He CJ passed.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, no, CJ
passed. There's another one that lived. He lived over there on what's that? 18th?
He used to live on 18th Ave between 33rd and 34th, right around the corner from your grandmother's house, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, he looked bad, bro. The other day I'm riding past and he was crossing the street. I said, I ain't gonna hit you. He like, yo, who that? He can't see no nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Like he ain't even recognize who I was. Like he couldn't see. You feel me? But yo, that substance abuse, bro, is a motherfucker too, man. Like niggas better take it easy on them drugs, bro.
No,
for real.
These kids nowadays, they ain't no different from a dope head.
Yeah,
they just using it. They just the drugs that they're taking. It's just in a synthetic form. It's the same thing as dope. Like, it is no different. Like, I literally was in Paterson last week. I seen he couldn't have been no 18, 19. He was stuck in the same spot for about 25 minutes and didn't move. I never, like, I was like, and everybody just walking around like
fucking zombies, bro.
Yeah, like, no, like this was normal.
It is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like they was like, nah, he cooked. That's cooked street. You know, I'm like,
yeah, wow, they making it. They normalize it.
Yeah, I'm like,
and more shit. Now look, that's more shit us in the Black community got to deal with, right? And then when it's a white person, he needs help. He has a problem. But when it's over here, it ain't nothing about no problem.
No, they don't get no type of treatment. Yeah.
Nah,
they don't get no type of treatment.
Lock his ass up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're going straight to jail. Yep, straight to jail. No rehab, no therapy, no nothing.
Nothing.
And they need a lot of our, like, these Black kids. They need that type of that rehab. They need rehabilitation because that. I don't know what they're doing now, whether it's a pill form of substance. Well, a lot of them pills, a lot of them are pills. Yeah, a lot of them are pills. And then whether they the syrup, the lean.
The lean, yeah.
A lot of them, you know, those stuff. I don't get it. I don't see.
They made the shit cool. Well, to them at least. Not to me, it ain't cool, but to them at least it's cool.
And then the shit is so bad. Like I said, you just think about it. I mean, I'm trying to think, like, what's the worst shit outside of death? But when we were coming up, like what was the worst shit? I mean, I can't think of anybody that was on drugs like that when we were in high school. They might, weed, whatever. But I'm talking about the hard shit, like some coke, some heroin, all that type shit. I don't remember anybody that was on that shit to where, like you said, you're going to walk past them and you don't even recognize them, or they stuck in one spot for 30 minutes and all that shit. And I'm
That's
like,
because
at
that's because
18,
we would have cracked on that motherfucker all day long. He would have never lived it down. So
that would have
niggas
been his
knew.
rehab. That would have been the rehab.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
would have stopped after a couple days of that shit. Like, he'd have stopped. Like, motherfuckers
Yeah.
would have teared his ass up in school. He'd have stopped
And
real quick.
and we were quicker to check our friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like yo, nah, you getting high?
We don't do that.
Yeah, we don't do. I can't fuck with you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not running with no dope head. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. So we, you know, not only that we check you, like, nah, we gonna let you know you're wrong. You know what I mean? And that's if this somebody you love or fuck with, it's only right. You know what I mean? You supposed
It's only
to
right
let
that
them
you
know.
do
I
that.
know,
Yeah.
if I'm out of place or out of line, I want someone to check me. I'm not gonna get
Absolutely.
mad at you. If you that's constructive criticism. You letting me know I'm in the wrong or I'm doing
I'm on
something
some bullshit. Yeah.
versus allowing me to destroy myself.
Nah, these motherfuckers now, they want to, like you said earlier, they want to fit in so bad that they ain't gonna say nothing. Nah, if I say something, because everything that we grew up on, and even some of the shit that, you know, that really came along when we were older, or when we were a little older, they flipped everything. So now if you trying to help your friend, help your boy out, whatever, oh, you snitching. I'm like, that ain't got shit to do with snitching. I'm looking out for you, motherfucker. I don't want to see you dead in the street, dead in jail, no shit like that. But because I'm trying to help you, you know what I mean, motherfuckers gonna look at it and say
I'm
you
snitching. Yeah.
I mean, a snitch, yeah, that I don't know. That it's like that right there now. I don't every time I turn around, somebody home.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So like or you know, you're like, yeah, such and such happened, and next thing you know what I mean? You know,
right back out on the street.
Yeah, they at Readers with an icy. You know what I mean? Like, so you be like, damn, like, damn, what happened? Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, all of that.
Soon as you get jammed up, they ready to put you in jail. But this nigga got the same charge. He home the same day.
It's Paterson in a whole, at least for our community, is suffering
badly.
You know what I mean? Like this suffering. You think about it, like I just think like when we were coming up. Remember, we had the after school programs. We had the Boys and Girls Club. We had several different outlets that you know we could do. These kids ain't got nothing to do now, literally, but be in the street. There's nothing else to do. It's either you're on a straight and narrow path, or trying to stay on that path, or you in it.
Yeah.
Them the only two options.
And then the bad part is, like down here, I want to say like 2 weeks ago, they had a 13 and a 15-year-old, two girls carjacking an Uber driver. The Uber driver ended up dying.
Oh, that was down there? I seen that.
13 and 15.
No. Wait. That was my cousin brother. That was his first night driving Uber. That's the one you talking about?
Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, it might be. I don't know, but I know. No, the guy was like
he was a cab driver or doing Uber. One of the other.
And the two girls tried to jack him.
Yeah.
And he ended up dying.
Wow.
Like 13 and 15-year-old girl.
And you talking about in DC, right?
Yeah.
Down, yeah. That was my cousin. Yeah, that was my cousin. What's her name? Yeah, sister, brother. Yeah.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Sorry for y'all lost. Rest in peace to that man and all. And I was just like, they're at 13 and 15. And like I said, I hate for it to sound sexist or any shit like that. But you think 13 and 15-year-old girls? You imagine some girls doing some shit like that when we was coming up? I never think of girls do crazy shit like that.
No, this is a different world we live in, bro.
Yeah.
It's different now, man.
So that's why you if you got a set of genuine people around you, you got to do your best to just keep that intact, because I'm talking about genuine, where you know for a fact. Now it ain't nothing certain, but you know for a fact, like these are the people who I've been dealing with for X, Y, and Z, and I know, you know what I mean. These, you know, they genuinely like love me and want to see me do better, and they wouldn't cause no type of harm to me, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, anything.
Need them people around, bro.
You gotta keep that. You gotta keep that. And then two, we also gotta, like you said, like what T was saying with you, Ringo, we gotta also get outside of the box too, and stop putting emphasis on how long we knew somebody.
Yeah.
Versus somebody we just met. I know a few people who I done met within the last past, maybe I want to say 6 to 10 years, versus somebody who I knew 35 years. That's more genuine and realer than the person who's been around me all my life. You know what I mean? So I go off of actions and people characteristics, not how long I knew them now.
Yeah.
Like that shit don't mean nothing to me no more.
Yeah, because but that's what I was think I was telling you, T, when we was on here last time. I was like, so like I said, I've been down here in the DC area for 18 years now. If I said I had to put my finger on it, I could honestly say I probably got 3 motherfuckers that I've met in the 18 years I've been down here that I would consider a friend. Everybody else is either family or y'all back in Paterson. I said outside of that, because I'm like, you know what I mean? There's just so much dumb shit that go on. Like I don't trust motherfuckers, and that's hard for me to do, because I done, even being down here, shit done went, you know, out somewhere. I done seen motherfuckers run, some shit pop off in the club. Ain't even nothing to do with no guns or nothing. I done seen motherfuckers run, and I'm like, this motherfucker never come out with me again. You know what I mean? Because I know if some shit go kick off, even if you in the wrong, I got your back 100%. I'm gonna tell you about yourself when we get back to the car. I ain't gonna run and leave you. But I don't, you know, like I said, been out, motherfuckers and ran, motherfuckers hiding, talking about, yo, you know, I ain't want to get jumped and all this shit. Motherfucker, if we'd have got jumped together. Now I'm
Nobody don't want to get jumped.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm talking about when I first moved down here. I was in my 20s. I ain't talking about now. Back then. So I was just like, you know, but like you said, the actions that I get from my people, like I said, they'll see this, but the people in the podcast group that I'm with, like I said, cool motherfuckers. Like I said, I'm working my way out the box. I'm sticking my head out the box, slowly peeking. You know what I mean? I got to come out the box, because not patting myself on the back too hard, but I know I got something good here. And you know, and the people that I'm working with, you know, in that podcast group could help me further this shit a lot more.
Yeah, take it to another level.
Yeah, now the podcast is super dope, and the content is on point. So it's gonna do what it's gonna do regardless. You know what I mean? So like, you know, whether people are on board or not, it's gonna go where, you know what I mean, where it's supposed to be. I'm not even worried or concerned about that. It's just a matter of when it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel and what I see and think. You know what I mean? It's gonna yeah, we gonna be on a beach somewhere. You know what I mean?
I'll take a slow steady grind.
A
slow steady one. I'll take it. A slow steady grind.
Yeah.
I don't want that to the top and then that fall. That's a long fall down, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Hurt.
And you don't really appreciate it as much because you ain't grind for it. Like you ain't had them nights where you be like, yo, what am I doing this for? Or should I continue? Or should
this shit might not work.
Like, yeah. You know what I mean? So
that's why we got so many fly-by-night rappers right now, because with all the streaming and shit, these motherfuckers put out one song, that shit shoot up the charts. Then these motherfuckers think they really made it. They put out a second hit or try to put out a second hit, and the shit is just garbage. And it's just
don't work.
But you know, like I said, see, it just end up being a whole conversation this whole time we on here, which is good for me. But with what y'all got going on, what do y'all see what do y'all see next, or what's the next thing that y'all working on for y'all, for y'all brands and stuff?
Well,
Margo, okay.
You want to go too?
No, go ahead. You can go.
For me, I'm working on the kids line now. So I want to implement that and what I already have going on. So I didn't want, you know what I mean? Reef love the kids, you know what I mean? So, and not only that, what really made me like kind of push me, it was what was dope is, my daughter. My daughter loves to model and she loved it like that. I want to take pictures of such and such or whatever the case may be. So it just made me just say, okay, you know what? Let me just take a real strong look and consideration into, all right, try to tap into that market and to see if it was, definitely profitable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, or whatever the case may be. But I just have to do a little bit more research.
Okay.
Before I, you know what I mean, I took it on, and you know what I mean, after doing my research, whatever the case may be. Yeah. The Our Legacy apparel for kids should be coming within a few weeks. And it's going to be featuring, you know what I mean, my kids. That's what I'm featuring. On my line. So them going to be my models. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's up, bro.
And I get to work with my kids, and my kids get to see me work, and they get to see, you know what I mean, what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and you know what I mean, and they're a part of it. So that's what makes it super dope for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then that's something you can even pass down to them.
Exactly.
Eventually,
So
if they take an interest into it, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about you?
For me, we got the party rental shit. I still got my regular beverage route. But with the party rental business, it's starting to open my eyes to other party rental adventures or whatever. But I think I want to try to get a venue, bro. Like I think I want to get a venue space where I can host parties and stuff for my own. And then I already got the photo booth. So if you book in my venue, I got this photo booth, I'll give you a little 10% off or something like, or you book in the photo booth, you got a venue yet? Because a lot of people, they're booking us, but they're like, yo, we ain't got no venue yet, just take my money. When I get a venue, we'll work or whatever. A lot of people can't find venues right now. So I'm thinking, it's obviously some room for venues to pop up here and there, whatever. I just don't want to open it in Paterson. And the reason being is I could get a motherfucker to come to Paterson to go to Garfield, let's say. But I'm not getting nobody from Garfield to come have a party in Paterson. If you open it in Paterson, you're stuck in Paterson. You're not getting nobody from outside of here to come here. You feel me? So that's what my goal is. I mean, I've been reaching out to, all these places for rent and all that, but nobody wants that in their space. You get what I'm saying? And I'm trying to explain to them, look, I'm not selling alcohol. I'm not doing none of that. I just want a nice environment for people to have their sweet 16 gender reveals, birthday parties, whatever, little small dinner. And I don't want a really big one. I want some, 50 or less. You know what I mean? 40, 50 people could fit there. And that's it. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to, because if you got a space that can fit 100, they're going to put 100 in there. You know what I mean? And that's too many people. So I'm trying to work on that. So far, it ain't nothing been popping up, but I'll find something eventually. You know what I mean? So hopefully that work out.
What's crazy I was just talking about that with somebody. This year, I swear to God, doing an event spot, multi-purpose, where you could do
multi-purpose.
everything. Multi-purpose.
Anything you want.
Anything you want.
Pardon me. I went to a event space. This dude he got a couple different rooms in there. He got one room, he got dudes coming in there doing podcasts. He got another room for photographers. Then he got a big open space for when people want to have like little parties and stuff. And you can have your party. So he got, not only is he getting that sweet 16 gender reveal baby shower money, he's also getting the podcast people to break them off and come record their podcast. The photographer, most of these photographers ain't got nowhere to do their photo shoot. Come to this room, you pull that backdrop down and do it there. So he got money just coming in from different places.
That's multiple streams of income in
one place.
In one day, you know what I mean? One business, you know what I mean? Like, so that's super dope.
Bro.
I was I was just talking about that with somebody probably like a week ago, yo. Just doing, you know, same thing, man. So
I've
like
been
I
looking,
said,
bro.
I'm always here to collaborate. You know what I mean? Like,
Hell yeah.
yeah, like I'm here. Like again, I just want to eat with my people, bro, and I want to see my people eat. That's all I care about. I
And we
like,
can all win together.
yeah, that's it. And like with me, what motivates me is me seeing, you know what I mean, who I came up with. Like, damn, like yo, my man on. You know what I mean? Everybody
It
that
make you feel good.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
I would never want to be the only one. Like if I'm the only one eating, something wrong.
Something wrong.
You know what I mean? I'm not doing something right. And you get a lot of people like that. Like they want to be on the top of the food chain, while everybody under them. You know what I mean? But nah, with me, yeah, I want to see everybody eat, and I also want to surround myself around people who doing better than me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So that keep me motivated. Like, damn, like, no, here it is. I'm thinking I'm good, but I'm like, I bump into somebody like, I'm damn near struggling. You know what I mean? Like, I get around in a certain area, a circle or whatever like that. I'm like, nah, but that's you know, that's healthy motivation to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, like, no, it's another level. It's always another level to whatever it is you're doing, or whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, or whatever like that. And like I said, I love what you doing, T. I love what you doing, Ringo, man. And y'all brothers, yo, man, y'all inspire me. Like, you know what I mean? So I just want to let y'all know that why we here. Like, you know what I mean? You hearing it from me. Like, y'all, you hearing it from me. Like, I love y'all like my brothers. And yeah, man, I appreciate everything that y'all doing and have done, man. So y'all keep, you know, my hats off to y'all. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, bro.
And it's the same for me. Like I said, I know, like I said, and a lot of motherfuckers get shit twisted when they, oh, you talk to them. Nah, I don't talk to nobody every day. I said the only person I talk to every day is my wife and kids. You know what I mean? I said, but everything y'all do, I'm on there. My problem on social media, because some people go, oh, you don't promote this. I barely promote my own shit. If an episode coming out, you might see 2 posts from it. And I know I suck at that shit. I said, but that's only because I hate being on social media so much. But for what we doing, we have to be on social media.
I struggle with that too, bro. I hate it.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, so I see everything that's going on. And like I said,
and then also in this climate with COVID.
Yeah.
So you got to rely on social media a little bit more.
Up with everything.
Even more than ever now. So yeah.
So, but that's why I appreciate what y'all doing. And even if you look at my the page I created for the podcast, it's all like-minded people. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. I'm not following any rappers, none of that bullshit. I'm like, I want motherfuckers that I could relate to, motherfuckers that, like I said, Sharif, you put out something, I can look at your page and go, all right, cool. T, y'all doing the party shit, like, let me get up. Because don't get me wrong, like this week been a busy ass week for me. This episode here, this is the 4th episode I did this week. So I got
working.
I got a good 5 weeks worth of material.
Nice.
And I ain't gonna stop doing the shit. So like I said,
keep going.
And all the episodes about an hour plus, which I'm trying to stop doing. But like I said, the content, the shit just flow. I just let the shit go because I'm like,
it's the conversation, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't want nobody to miss shit, and I don't want to cut nobody off that might be saying some important shit. Even if I look at it and I go, nah, that ain't for me. Shit, doing this podcast, a lot of the information and shit that come out on the podcast may not come to me. It might hit somebody else in a specific way. So that's why I just like to let the shit go. But I'm still going with the shit. And like I said, tapping into every area. This conversation, like I said, I want to do this shit more often. Like I said, talking to y'all, talking to people from back home, because there's some other people back home I want to reach out to. But the one thing I said I'm not gonna do is I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I'm not chasing nobody. You know what I mean? If it's business, just hit me up. Like I said, email me, text me, whatever, any time of day. Yo, look, I saw your DM, I saw your text, whatever. I'm gonna get back to you when I'm free. Cool, I could deal with that. But if I'm texting, emailing you 3-4 weeks in a row, fuck that.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm good. Yeah, obviously you don't want to be bothered. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
And that's
remember too what we was talking about? Not to cut you off, Ringo.
No, you go.
As far as what remember we was talking about how our community. Now we can go on the Gucci website and order whatever the case may be. Don't have no problem with none of that. But if it's a black owned business, man, I'm calling you like, yo, I'm gonna cash app you. Or I'm gonna do. I'm like, I have a platform where
it's there for it.
Yeah, it's there like for. Where you can go and do the same thing. It's the same way you order Jordans, the same way you order X, Y, and Z. You can, get you whatever, apparel like t-shirt, hoodie, sweat, whatever you need. Nah. I'm gonna just send you the money, or I'm gonna drop it all to your brother. Nah, dog. Like, it's simple. Just place your order. I'll ship it to you. That's it. It's that simple.
Everybody got a smartphone, so ain't no reason.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Everybody. Or if they see you like, what? I know I get a discount. I tell somebody the other day, like, when you went in there, like, and it was crazy. They had a Gucci belt on. I said, when you brought that belt, did you ask for a discount?
Not
at
all.
I mean? Like,
not at all.
Yeah, no, they would have told you to get out their store. You know what I mean? But you want a discount from me or whatever the case may be. And
you changed.
Not even change. You spent 100 times more for the belt than what my teacher.
You're gonna pay,
Like which is ridiculous, which is crazy to me. But again.
To each his own. You know what? You don't need to be my customer. It's cool. There's a lot more.
That's what I said. I always still professional about it. It wasn't matter or anything like that. You know what I mean? You just keep it pushing, and that's it. But
I've been there with I think it was last week or the week before. I'm driving, I get a phone call. Yo, T, I want to get the photo booth from having this baby shower. I'm like, all right, what's up? What you got going on? We have a whole conversation. Now, I know you ain't going to charge me the whole thing. My lady next to me like,
Listen. I know exactly what you're talking about. Nah, they don't play. They do not. They don't play. It ain't no.
Discount my ass. That girl would have been there slapped me while I was driving, bro. But now it's crazy how people would do us like that. You feel me? Like, you want me to work. Now, that venue, when you went to the Brownstone, you know what I mean? When you went to the sweet spot, did you say to them, yo, you want 800? You want 1,000? Yo, you can't give me. Nah, you ain't asked them for shit. You gave them what they asked for, and you paid them long before your party was. You feel me? And that's nothing with that sweet spot. I was the first time me being there at your party, Rip. And bro, I've been to so many parties there after that, bro. And that's how I know motherfuckers will travel to have parties. You get what I'm saying?
Of course.
It was all Paterson parties. We all the way, we 40 minutes away.
Definitely.
You get what I'm saying? I just don't want to have it in Paterson because I know I'm gonna be stuck with Paterson, and that's it. And I don't want that.
That's why you see I try to get out the box, and it was only a certain crowd that I wanted there because I wanted everybody to enjoy themselves. You know what I mean?
Yes. You don't gotta worry about no bullshit.
That
ain't gonna bring the bullshit out there.
Exactly. And I just wanted, again, I seen you doing something like, I was like, let me reach out to you. Whatever it is, you want it, here you go. You know what I mean? Like, it's on time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, here you go. That's just how them transactions just supposed to go. It ain't supposed to be like, damn, like, yo, can you do X, Y, and Z for me? Nah, what's your price? What you want? Okay, here you go.
Here you go.
I mean? That's it. Over with. You know what I mean?
It should go one of two ways, right? Either you tell me, yo, I'm selling a sweatshirt for $100. If I feel like it's worth $100, I'm gonna buy it. It ain't no, either I'm gonna buy it or I'm not. It ain't no, come on, yo, let me get it for 75, let me get it for 80. Nah, because I don't know what you paid for that hoodie, how much you had to pay to get whatever's on and all that shipping and everything. Nah, like, obviously you priced it so you can make your money. You get what I'm saying? And people don't get it. It's like, I feel like I'd rather you just ask me and be like, all right, I'm not gonna have a photo booth. Fuck it. I can't pay that. I respect that.
Exactly.
Don't ask me for the discount and and all the other shit, or have another nigga come through. You done get that nigga more than me. You feel me? Like, because you know me and you don't want to pay me. It's cool. You get what I'm saying? But
you gonna get you get that a lot. You know what I mean?
Oh,
turn around and give somebody not even more than what you at, even more than what you asked for. How crazy is that? You know what I mean? Because they just didn't want to pay you.
They don't want to give it to you.
That's
what it is.
That's
what
crazy
it is,
to me.
bro.
Yeah,
that's what it is,
that's
bro.
crazy. So,
and that's a crazy shit that I deal with. Because don't get me wrong, because like I said, anybody, and I know y'all could attest to this, is in this, when you're doing a business or anything, and you look at it, and there's some days where you're like, why the fuck this shit not moving? Why this shit not selling? Like I said, I got a fucking free product, and I feel like I'm pulling teeth to get motherfuckers to. I'm like, Nick, all I need you to do, just go in there, subscribe. That's all.
That's it.
YouTube, iTunes, all that shit. I'm like, I ain't charging shit. I ain't asking for no money. Somebody asked me, talking about, when you gonna start asking for donations and shit? And I'm like, I don't have a problem doing it. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I want to have a certain amount of episodes out. So that motherfuckers is not like they pop in there talking about,
see you serious.
Yeah, because I'm like, now with these last 4 that I did, I'm up to I'm almost at 40 episodes already.
Yeah, that's a lot of content.
Hell yeah, that's a lot.
I'm like, I got a free product, and motherfuckers just pulling teeth to get people to tune in. It's just like, motherfucker, I want honest feedback. If you think an episode was some trash, tell me. I ain't like I'm gonna delete you. Like, oh, this motherfucker don't like what I'm doing. Delete this motherfucker from my IG page or Facebook. I don't give a fuck. I need constructive criticism. I need to know what I need to.
But everybody can't take that. That's what's wrong now. You know what I mean? Like you said, if something is not working, I would feel more comfortable if someone was, like you said, if they're being honest and upfront with me. Like, yo, like, nah, this ain't it. Let's, like, you know what I mean? Try this. Give me your input or your opinion, your honest opinion. And then maybe I can move in, another direction, or, or move it, just any different way. Versus, you know what I mean? You just being like, nah, I like it. Or nah, you can run with it or whatever like that.
I'll just be a yes man,
you know what I mean? Like, nah, don't set me up for failure. Like, nah, because I wouldn't let you run with something that I know like that's gonna fail and set yourself up, versus me. I could have like, nah, you know what, T? Nah, like, if you go this route instead of doing this X, Y, Z, you can save yourself X amount of money, or you know what I mean. This ain't gonna work. I've been through this, and I lost X amount of money, so I'm trying to prevent you to minimize your risk. You know what I mean? And we just don't communicate with one another like that. We don't give that type of feedback to one another in our community. Every other community, they communicate.
They help each other. They help each other.
And they willing to, and a lot of them, and I will say, at least from doing this podcast shit, they're willing to help us too. Because like I said, the majority of the DMs and shit that I get talking about, oh, I like what you're doing. It's from white people. It's from all other people. And it's like, cool. All right, I know I'm doing something. And I've only had one white person on the show. And it's not that I don't want more white people. I don't know a whole lot of white people. You know what I mean? But I want everybody on the damn show. And that's the thing. I get more feedback from them. And it's like, all right, cool. I like what you're doing. Keep it going. But I ask, our people, like, yo, just give me some feedback. You can say the shit is trash. All right, cool. But let me know why the shit was trash.
Why was it trash though?
Don't say trash, man. I got to sit up there and try to figure out, like, damn, was it the intro? Was it the outro? Was it, did I talk too long? What the fuck was it? You got to let me know what I need to work on so that I could work on the shit. Because I know I don't know the shit. Like I said, I just started this shit not even a year ago, around the time of George Floyd. That's when I started this shit. So I know it's shit that I still got to work on. But I need motherfuckers to give me feedback so I know what I need to do.
Yeah.
True.
Shit.
Yeah. No, that's real talk. But again, you got to start somewhere, and you did that. That's all. It's just about starting it. You know what I mean? And going from there. Yeah. And that's where we fail at, because we don't even start anything. We don't even attempt start our own business or open, you know what I mean, open up whatever it is we want to do, whether it's a restaurant, storefront, or, you know, whatever. We just don't do that. We just so stuck and caught up in just working for somebody else. Like, just think about that. Like, you got to get up and you physically doing the same thing day in and day out. And you know the outcome and result. It's not going to change your circumstances. You know what I mean? Like, but if you take that same energy, that same 40 to 60 to 80 hours that you putting into somebody else's company and apply it to whatever it is you want to do, you'll go so much harder because you going in somewhere. Yeah, is that because it's yours? You're going in somewhere where you don't even really want to be there.
Nope.
You're just there because you know it's.
You want that check on Friday.
Yeah, exactly. You know you're gonna get that check, whether it's that or bi-weekly or whatever it is. You just and you're content, and that's what happened. We are content with being paid weekly, bi-weekly, or whatever the case may be, because we know what's coming in, and we know exactly what's coming in. The number never changes.
Nope.
Unless you do overtime. You know what I mean? Like, like, yeah, they've been getting that off for a long time, bro.
Too long.
Yeah, a long time,
Too
man.
long.
And I'll say this before we wrap up, because we're gonna mess around running a 2-hour episode. But no, I was gonna say, like, when I first moved down here, I was working on a contract in downtown DC, and somehow we got to see the books or some shit. So they were paying us on the contract about $25 an hour. So you're like, all right, cool, that's good money. Then you come to find out the government is paying these motherfuckers $75 an hour and you getting 25. So while you sitting up here thinking like, oh yeah, I'm getting paid good money. Nah, these motherfuckers taking $50 an hour off your back and they ain't doing
off your labor. No, all off your labor.
That's the shit. That's why I said you got. Like Sheree said, you got to start. You got to start somewhere. It's not all gonna be, easy going the whole fucking time. You're gonna have your bumps in the road. Because there's been times we're doing this podcast shit where I had some people from Paterson that I wanted on the show and shit. Motherfuckers ain't get back to me, and I don't know why the fuck I got my feelings about the shit, but I did. And I was just like, man, fuck this shit. I don't want to do this shit no more. I'm tired of chasing people, this, and that. But then, then like you said, my wife hit me talking about, you got that new laptop, you got all this equipment and shit, you better sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down and do it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's the shit. It's just like, it's, I don't know. We gotta do more shit for ourselves. Start these businesses.
You know what it is, I think, like y'all said, you gotta stop being scared to try. Black man, stop being scared to try, right? And then black man, support your people when they got something going on. You get what I'm saying? So because there's 25 Spanish restaurants out here. They all making money.
On the same block.
They all making money. Yo, it's 1 million pizzerias. They're all making money.
Yeah.
We might have, as soon as we get 2 soul food stores in one town, they beefing. Why?
Everybody else can coincide with each other, but we can't. Yeah.
But us. We can't do it.
No matter what we do. But like you said, Rico, don't base your platform and what you doing on account of, who's, getting back in touch with you or not. At the end of the day, as long as you believe in you, that shit gonna go where it's going. You know what I mean? It's gonna go where it's gonna go. And then what's funny is, just say if the shit pop, right?
Everybody
same people.
Exactly. That's what I'm. You know what I mean? That's That's when you take your time. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's all you do. Exactly. That's how you humble people. And that's just how. That's just how I live now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got that. It's cool. My time is coming.
Yeah. That's what I'm learning. I'm like, you know what I mean? The money, like I said, the money is gonna come when it's supposed to come. Like I said, sponsorship, all that other shit. It'll work itself out. But like I said, it's not. I told my wife, I said, if this shit pop, let's say make it to iHeart, one of these other.
It ain't no if. It ain't
no
no
when.
if.
You're right.
When.
Let me take if out the vocabulary.
Because
I get on my kids about that. We don't use if in this house.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put money in the jar for using the word if. No, but when you know what I mean? When it pop,
when it pop,
it's gonna we gonna be there. Like y'all said earlier, want to be on the beach with my people. I don't want to be on the beach fronting every goddamn thing. I'm the one paying for everything, and motherfuckers just partying. Nah. I want to be there, like I said, where we all there doing our own thing, and you know, like I said, we're gonna make this shit happen. But I'll say this before we go. Whenever I want to do something in Paterson with y'all, I don't care if it's a food give back, whatever the case is. I really want to do something. I did one down here for Christmas and shit, and you know, like I said, thank you again to all the people that donated to it. And I didn't, you know, put it out there. Like I said, I did it because I wanted to do it. I didn't do it for no notoriety. So you're not gonna. There are pictures up, but I didn't post it and keep reposting it. Look what I did. Look what I did. All this other shit. I definitely do want to come back to Paterson, do something with y'all. Like I said, whether it's, you know, feed the homeless, some shit. You know, I don't give a shit.
Now look. I'm glad that you said that. Now, Rip, you called me.
Yeah.
Nigga, how you did that block? Who I gotta talk to? Because I'm about to do something.
Yeah.
There it is. Like Sharif was already talking about doing something. You talking about doing something, put it together. I'm here. I support it. I'm being part of it, whatever y'all need from me. I'm there, you get what I'm saying? And we all do it together. You feel me? It all shouldn't fall on Sharif back. It all shouldn't fall on your back. It should be, if you put up 20%, I put 20, you put 20. We get two more other people to put up 20. We do it together. It don't hurt nobody if we don't do it together.
Until we get 100%. Because see, where I'm running in, the problem that I'm running into now is like, it seemed like I'm gonna have to fund whatever 100%, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Now, if I do it like, and I'm reaching out to, you know, certain people, or, you know, or X, Y, and Z, I want to do something that's focused towards our city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as just, you know what I mean? And this ain't got nothing to do with, you know, what I'm doing, my business or whatever. I just want to do something for my city. Like, you know what I mean? Like something for the kids, or whether it's a single parent, or, you know, at risk, you know, youth, or whatever the case may be, just to let them know, like, you know, somebody's listening, hear you, here for you, you know what I mean, or whatever the case may be. But we just don't gain that type of traction in Paterson. Newark is good for that. I give it to them. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if they're doing something, they, you know what I mean? Like, they support one another, or whatever the case may be.
I mean,
unfortunately, Paterson, it's hard. So, like I said, if you want to do something, like, you know what I mean? You know, like, we could chop it up after the fact. Yeah, and I'm all in. I'm all in.
I'm here for it. I've been trying. I want to get back, because like I said, I don't give a fuck if it, like I said, we do something for the parents. We come back and talk to the kids. Just some shit. I really want to get back to Paterson. Like I said, I never forget Paterson. I can't. But like I said, that shit, it made us who the fuck we are now.
Just like, to me, you know how dope that is for me to come back and do or put on an event for the city that we grew up in. That right there would trump, you know what I mean, any type of, you know what I mean? Yeah, like accomplishment, like, nah, like, I'm here doing something for the city that I grew up in, that I came up in, that the community that we grew up in. You know what I mean? And so where kids could see, like, instead of, you know, going to the, you know, the nearest corner, or doing, you know, before they make that, you know, wrong turn, like, look, this is where, you know, y'all could be at if y'all just stay on the right path, or stay the course, or whatever the case may be.
And that goes back to what you said earlier about, it ain't no after school programs. At least for one day, we can get y'all over here. No bullshit. You get what I'm saying? And then even, I did a back to school block party on 32nd, like 3 years in a row, whatever. And every year, I remember it was one good year where people was, here go $100, here go $50, here go this. And what I wanted to do the last year was I wanted to have like, I don't know, like for the dudes, because I got a court in my yard. I used to roll it out in the front.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's have a 3-point contest. Yo, whoever first, you're gonna win that bike right there.
Yeah,
whoever second, you win $20. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for the dudes, and then for the girls, maybe have a jump. I don't know. I don't know what little girls do nowadays, but whatever they do, have something for the girls, so maybe they can win some. I bought some bikes from a fucking yard sale. I'm riding past. I'm like, y'all, give me all 3 of them bikes, man. Give me a deal. That's some shit that we just talked about, that deal shit. But I did ask him for a deal. I don't know that motherfucker. But no, I asked him for this a yard sale. But I'm like, yo, I'll take all 3 of them off your hands. Give me a deal. He was like, yo, give me $15 for each bike. You can take them.
Shit.
$45. That ain't shit. Like, here, $45. And I never got around to doing it, but even something as simple as that. Now you done gave, some little kid don't want a bike. Some little kid don't want $20. You feel me? And then you fed them. For the day I was giving out like pencils and notebooks. Like people was donating like crazy. Like, you know what I mean? It was nice or whatever. And that shit worked out. It was dope, yo.
Those are all positive interactions. You know what I mean? To where kids, they're seeing like, yo, somebody out here cares about us. You know what I mean? Yeah, they care about us. And that's just what we're lacking in our community, in our environment. Like, because everybody now is just so caught up in, whether it's these videos, rap music, or, these are all facades, and they don't end with a good story. You know what I mean? Like, it's only 1 or 2 things that's gonna happen, because it's not real. You know what I mean? None of that shit is real.
The fantasy world,
like, you know what I mean? Even at a point, like I wanted to be X, Y, and Z because that's what I thought was. Cool. You know what I mean?
That's back to that cool shit. Yeah,
exactly.
Cool shit.
But you know what I mean? In reality, it don't mean shit. You know what I mean? No. It don't add up or equal to the amount of love that I get from watching my kids grow and develop. Being married to someone who you love and in love with, and who loves you back in return, or whatever the case may be, and watching that blossom and grow. Growing your business, you know what I mean? And watching your friends grow businesses, and you know what I mean? And stuff like that. Like, that's where I want to be on and around and involved with, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So we didn't have that growing up.
Nah.
I didn't have, you know what I mean? Like, friends who were talking about like, yo, nah, I'm starting a business or X, Y, Z. I have friends who, no. I'm about to go flip, you know what I mean?
It's a little different.
Oh, dude, you know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. So, man, like,
we definitely chop this up. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. Yeah, I can say we could talk afterwards. I'm gonna just wrap this up because I know we had like 2 hours and 10 minutes or some shit.
Okay.
All right, so just let the people know where they can find y'all again before we wrap up.
I'm William Goings, Sharif, for everybody who know me, at Our Legacy Apparel. You can catch me on IG, Our_Legacy Apparel. Facebook is the same. And check out the merchandise and apparel. Kids line is coming soon.
Well, again, I'm T. If y'all having any type of events, I don't care what type of party it is. I do all types of parties. And, you need a photo booth. We got the mirror photo booth. We got the 361. If you need chairs, you need tables, tents, you let us know and we'll get it to you. Our Instagram is Imperial Rentals NJ on it. And I'm pretty sure the Facebook is the same thing.
All right, so as we need to talk 23 wrapping up, you can find me on IG. We need to talk 23 pod. New episode drops every Wednesday. YouTube channel is the same. We need to talk 23. I think it's pod. I don't know. Just look up We Need to Talk 23 on YouTube. You'll find my channel. So appreciate you fellas for joining me. We're gonna do this again soon. Try and get a couple more of our people on here and chop it up a little bit more.
No, thank you. I appreciate it, man.
No problem. Thank
like
y'all.
I said, y'all extended, not even extended family, y'all family. You know what I mean? Family, like I said.
From school.
And Lovey. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, Lovey too. Like that, like that's what I'm saying. Like people
that far back.
They won't even understand. You know
nah,
what I mean? Like,
you had to be over here.
Yeah,
you had to be over here.
They wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like,
All right.